Yeah, it's amazing. I'm telling you, this has been like the funnest day so far. Not really. It hasn't been the funnest day of my life, but it's been one of the funnest days like I've had in a long time. I had such great games. Everyone did such an amazing job with their fight back tents. That was really great. Great games, so fun.
Could you raise your hand if you made a new friend today, or two? I love that. I love that. That is great.
And we're all neighbors here. We're all friends. We're all fighting back for the same thing. Overall, when I look out today, several times I stopped and I looked, and it was really great to see what I saw. And I'm sure you all saw it too. People celebrating together, people making a commitment to stay on the path, to walk, to make friends, to pass out information, to educate others about the cancer you know, to listen to people's stories. We've heard really, really amazing stories. If you stopped and talked to anybody today, everyone has an amazing story about someone they know who has cancer. So this is a very special time. I told a lot of people if there was one time you needed to come to the celebration in this 24 hours, I said come at 9 o'clock because the luminaria ceremony is so beautiful. So we're going to start right now. The luminaria ceremony is an opportunity to come together and to remember while we're here at Relay. If everyone could just be quiet, please, just for a moment. I'd like to ask that you all please respect the meaning of this ceremony that carries by remaining silent during the entire moment. I'll also ask that you please refrain, as I asked before, from cracking that glow stick, because you will be cracking it momentarily. The luminaria ceremony is a time for us to grieve for those that we've lost. It's a time for us to reflect on how this disease has touched each of us personally. And it's a time for us to look inside ourselves with quiet reflection and find hope. Because no matter what our experience with cancer has been, we all share the hope that we will one day live in a world where our children and their children will never have to hear the words, "You have cancer."
Our track is illuminated by luminarias. Each one represents a treasured relationship. They represent people, and each one has a name and a story to tell. They are our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers, our sons, our daughters, our friends, and our loved ones. As they glow in the night, they represent our shared vision for a cancer-free future. We love the people that these luminarias represent, and we remember them, celebrate them, and fight back against this disease for them. Just take a moment now, please, of silence and remember your loved ones that you have lost. Thank you. Okay, at this time I want to introduce you to somebody very special. She's our guest speaker for the evening. She is one of the American Cancer Society's Heroes of Hope, and she's going to share her story with us tonight. Please give a warm welcome to Laverna Edmonds.
Good evening. Wow, what a crowd. Love it. Thank you so much for inviting me here tonight so I can tell you my story. I'm a daughter, a granddaughter, a niece, a cousin, and a sister. I'm a wife, a mother, an aunt, a grandmother, and I'm a friend. I'm also a caregiver, and I'm also a 6-year cancer survivor. My name is Laverna Edmonds, and I'm Hope. In 2002, right after Thanksgiving, I discovered a lump in my right breast, and I thought, this can't be. I just had a mammogram in September, and everything was fine. And I wasn't used to doing the self-breast exams, but I am now. I learned a lot from that. Anyway, I didn't say anything to my family. I thought I'll just wait till after the holidays and then I'll go to the doctor and I'm sure everything will be fine. So after the holidays, it was about 2 weeks into January, I made an appointment to see my doctor. And I went in, and the first thing she did, she sent me right over to go get a mammogram and a biopsy. And 1 week I found out, and I heard those dreaded words, "You have cancer." So my husband, everything went into high gear after that. My husband and I, we met with the surgeon, and it was scheduled for a lumpectomy within 2 weeks because mine was a very fast-growing cancer. And so I also had to go to my physician for a routine physical, which, you know, it's routine when you're going through surgery. Well, at that time, I found out that I had leukemia, and we called it our double whammy. And let me tell you, everyone's life changed in our family that first 2 months in 2003. After the surgery, they removed the lump and 4 lymph nodes and everything came back and it was just, everything was okay. And then we met with the oncologist, which, as most of you know, if you've had cancer, you will have an oncologist for the rest of your life. And so we met with him and I was scheduled for 6 weeks of radiation. And then he also put me on a pill for the leukemia, which we call it my leukemia pill. Because I mean my chemo pill, because it's something I will take for the rest of my life. The good news is it's not curable, but it's treatable. As one of my doctors said, and I love it, it's something you will die with and not from. And that is due to the research that the American Cancer Society has done that has discovered these medications that will help us all as we discover and go down this road with cancer. Now, if you had asked me 6 years ago to come and talk to you tonight, I would have been very hesitant. I wasn't comfortable talking to anyone about my cancer, and I think most of us are that way. But then I got involved in my first relay, and I found out that I can help other people if I'm open about my cancer. So that's why I'm here tonight, and I'm so glad to represent the Heroes of Hope. It's just a great journey that I'm having, and I love every minute of it. And another thing, I don't ever want any of my children or grandchildren to hear those dreaded words, "You have cancer." And now, I'm a relay for lifer. Thank you again for having me here.
Thank you very much, Laverna. Each person here tonight is connected to someone who's been affected by cancer, whether it's your relative, your neighbor, or your coworker. So I'd like you to take those glow sticks, please. And if you're here remembering or honoring your mother or father, would you please crack your glow stick? If you're remembering a sister or a brother, please crack your glow stick. If you're honoring yourself as a cancer survivor, please crack your glow stick. Are you honoring a grandfather or grandmother? Do you crack your glow stick? Are you honoring a child in your life? Crack your glow stick. A niece or a nephew? Crack your glow stick. Are you honoring an aunt or an uncle? A co-worker? A neighbor? A friend or an acquaintance? How about a sister-in-law or a brother-in-law? think that was the last of it. Did I miss anybody? A boss?